Think about the most beautiful gift you can give to yourself: time and space for you. And this is what Miracle Morning is about: gifting yourself with the best possible time and space to do what your soul desires to do. The more you do it, the more time and space will open up for you to live it more and more and more. Hello everyone, welcome to this video, welcome to the channel. My name is Ana. I'm a soul entrepreneur and traveler, and I live my life in surrender to divine love and guidance. And here on this channel, I share insights, tips and tricks to help you, my soul family, connect and stay connected so you can live life in connection to your grandeur and your fullness. So let's jump into today's topic, and this is a big one and an important one. Let's do it. So why did I call it Miracle Morning? Why do I call it Miracle Morning, and why do many people call it Miracle Morning? The reason why it's called Miracle Morning is because really, if you take it as seriously, and if you believe, if even just for a little bit, it is possible to align yourself to miracles in the morning, then you will see miracles fold out through the day. One of the most impactful things that marked my life and helped me build things that I was proud of, that I was like, yeah, let's do this, let's make this happen, is to get up early. And not just earlier, 5 minutes earlier than what you have to get up for work, or to get your kids ready for school, or whatever you have to get up for in the morning. I'm talking about getting earlier, at least 2 hours before you have to make your contribution to the world in whatever way you're doing it. So these 2 hours are really the biggest gift that you can give to yourself and to the world. You heard, as many of us heard many times, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So logically, if you fill your cup, you're filling everyone's cup, right? If you're not good, what are you giving to the world? Not goodness. And if you're nourished and taken care of in the best possible way that only you know how to nourish and take care of you, then you can give it to the world. You can share that throughout your day and throughout all your days. Not to mention the time and space, as it is in this 3D reality, we are working with time and space. So whatever you're creating in your life, or whatever you want to create in your life, whatever is the next steps and next level for you, you gotta make time and space to do it. Whatever it is, even if you want just like connect to yourself for 20 seconds during the day, make time and space to do it. This, many of us like would say, duh, of course, like creating in time and space, of course you're gonna make time and space. But really connect to this deeper. If you want to be 3D hacker, and if you want to live in this dimension from higher dimension, then you gotta move within the time and space, within its rules and laws over here. So even though you exist in eternity and everything is now, right? However, in this reality, we have rules and laws that govern this reality. So to succeed in 3D, you gotta play by the rules of 3D. You cannot push against them. You have to be here, you have to be now, but you have to make time and space to do most important things. If you think about it, giving yourself 2 hours per day, is that really so big out of 24 hours in every day? Many of us have been conditioned and trained to give ourselves first to others, to our family, to our partners, to our house, to maintaining a great output at work, to doing this, doing that, outside. This is one basic reconditioning that we gotta do. It is simply to take care of ourselves, because if we don't do it, nobody else will do it. There is nobody outside that can give you anything that's worth giving if you're not giving it to yourself. I'm talking about those things that are worthwhile. of giving. How do you live your life if you're not living a life that is really, truly connected to your highest values? And when in your life do you connect to your highest values? And how do you connect to your highest values? You can say, oh, yes, highest value is family. But then how do you show up for your family? Is it just like you're going to do what you're supposed to do for your family, to cook the lunch, to clean the space, to be there for them? But really, are you being there in the best mood? Are you being there with full attention and focus? Are you being there with softness and gentleness? If not, then you're not giving the best to your highest values. No matter what your highest values are, it can be whatever it is, like you are free to choose your highest values in this world. However, if you're giving from the minimum of yourself, if you're giving from an empty cup to your highest values, how do you expect your life to be fulfilling and interesting and juicy? It cannot. The life is feeding through your energy. Your life is being fed through your energy. And if you don't connect to the purest source of your energy straight in the morning, then there's nothing you can expect that will benefit your life throughout the day. This is the source. This is the nourishment. This is the real food. Your time with yourself. From there, you know your values. From there, you know your goals. From there, you know how you want to live your life. From there, you know what is the best that you can give to all those around you. From there, you know clarity. You know how to move. You know what's important for you. And from there, you can deliberately design your life. Starting with your day and then planning into the future, you can move in the real purest energy of yourself, and with that build the life around you. Another thing is this gift that you're giving to yourself early in the morning every day is the root and the source of your feeling worthy. If you're giving yourself every day beautiful ritual, beautiful ceremony of celebration of life and you, and giving your desires, your interest, your curiosity space to blossom and to grow and to fuel you, then you're really upgrading your sense of self-worth. And with an upgraded self of self-worth, you're gonna get an upgraded life that will show you, that will prove to you, yes, you were right. You were worthy to give yourself the best gift every day, first thing in the day. So if you're looking to build a life that is splendor, grandeur, magic, adventure, juice, then you gotta create it. You gotta create a microscopic version of that universe. And how you do it? You take time and space in your command early in the morning, 2 hours just for me. And there are many, many, many tips and tricks what you can do in those 2 hours. But the best one is what you choose to do, what you want to do, what is your calling, what is your interest, what is your curiosity. Some may choose to read a book that inspires them. Some may choose to go out and watch sunrise. Some may choose to walk outside. Some may choose to dance. Some may choose to meditate, do yoga, journal. Some may choose to deal with an issue that is like long-term issue that you're living through, and now I get time and space to clear the old energy. So this time and space is whatever you feel that would benefit you the most. Sometimes it may be shadow work, sometimes it may be light work. So it's your choice. And whatever sparks you in that moment the most is the thing to do. Very simple. You can make a list of 50 things of what nourishes you, what juices you, what soothes you, what gives you desire to live life fully. Years ago, I was living in London and I was living this high productive life, and it was really, really exhausting at some points. And at one point, I just couldn't continue living the way I was living, even though it was nice and shiny on the outside and I was feeling good, I was feeling productive, I was feeling the sense of accomplishment. And of course, London was my dream and I wanted to live there. And I was living in a beautiful environment with ex-partner that was there, and we were sharing like really, really beautiful time in London. However, I wanted more, of course. This is always something like you get something that you wanted. There's another vantage point you reach. Like now I'm in London. Now I want money. Now I want a good job. Now I want my business. So then I decided to start my business, and I wanted to do something that I'm passionate about. I'm very passionate about writing still. I'm writing every day, I'm writing. And I decided I'm going to do a business to like writing business. However, I had to pay my bills. I had to do housework. I had many other things that I already filled my time with. There was no time to discuss or think about a business. So what did I do? I had to create time. I started waking up at 5 a.m. every morning, even though I had work to do, and sometimes that work would finish at 10 p.m. and this was like exhausting for me. Still, the thought of having my business, of having being free on location, like being free to travel and bring my business with me, work from a beach from my laptop and earning high money for it. This thought kept me going. This gave me fuel. This vision of a life that was free, financially free, location free, gave me the zest and the audacity to get up at 5 a.m., even though I went to bed at 11 p.m. exhausted from my work. And then at 5 a.m., I would do silence, candle, meditation music, sit in meditation, stretch, yoga, journal about what what is the next step, what is the action I can take now, what can I learn about. Then I would order a book on Amazon about writing, about storytelling, about whatever. It was a journey of 6 months where I was dedicated and continuing this building of the business in that time. That was like 2-3 hours, sometimes 4, sometimes 5 hours that I had to learn about writing, to learn about building a website. I built a website by myself, to learn about setting a business, to open a company. Okay, I had my company already open, but to configure it so I can serve high paying clients and ensure I get the life that I want to live. This was such a juicy time for me, and I will forever remember it as the miracle mornings that made me, within 6 months, I was earning well high and well above what I was earning ever before in my life, doing a business that I love and was financially free, and I was location free. 6 months, waking up at 5 a.m. and going through this, what is important today. Sometimes it was about studying, about reading a book, about growing my skills, about becoming more professional and better business and serving better my clients who needed my services. But sometimes it was about shadow work. Sometimes it was, I'm feeling shit and I gotta look into the shit. And this was also very valuable part. Like, I wouldn't say it was less or more valuable, equally valuable as learning and studying how to build a business and how to develop my skills in that business. Start with just like 2 hours. And even if 2 hours are seeming a bit much today, start with 1 hour, start with 30 minutes. But don't do, oh, what I gotta do in today. No, give yourself at least 1 hour to nourish, to feed your soul, to improve your mental health, to improve your outlook on life, to believe again that you could live the life that you want to live. Give time and space and make yourself the creator, because you are the creator. You create the time and space, whatever micro version of it is in the beginning. You create a micro version. Maybe you have just like a little desk and a candle and like a little window that you can watch the sunrise through. Maybe not even that. Maybe you're just like curled up in your bed with a book, with a good book that you wanted to read for a long time but never got to it because no time. Now you get to gift yourself. Now is the time. And that time, the best time, is the morning. Why I'm not saying in the evening? Because By the end of the day, we're full of influences. And if we didn't decide in the morning that we're going to stay connected to ourselves and continue walking through our day in connection and remember ourselves many, many times throughout the day, we know, those who are trying know how difficult this can be and know how challenging this can be, and sometimes get surprised that, like, oh my God, I forgot about myself all day long. I'm talking about the real self. I'm talking about the soul. I'm talking about the real you. I'm not talking about ego or persona that you think is you. I'm talking about the soul, the heart of you, the essence that you are. And final reason why wake up at 5 a.m. and start the day like that is because at that time, the world is silent and your mind knows that. There's not many urgency calls at 5 a.m. There's not many people awake at 5 a.m. and you can feel it. It's really not the same to wake up at 5 a.m. and to wake up at 8 a.m. It's a huge difference. That's why many, many mystics and connected souls that walked through this planet went on deserted islands, desert, mountains, woke up in the middle of the night to talk to themselves, to hear themselves without the outside influences, without the pressure and need to serve someone else during that time. So everybody else is asleep. The whole world is asleep. And you know it. Deep down, you know it. And with this knowing, you give yourself permission to go deeper. And the deeper you go, the happier you will be. I tell you, if you're not going deep in your life, if you're not questioning things in your life, if you're not checking yourself, if you're not checking your values and your direction in life, if you're not checking what you would love to create, what is your legacy, what do you want to leave in this world after you're dead, and do you have time and space to think about these things? Of course not. If you're not giving yourself, if you're not creating the time and space for yourself to think about these things, it's a luxury to become self-aware and awakened. It's a luxury. It's not something that you just get gifted. Some people experience awakening in these moments, like just like a moment of awakening, but then you gotta keep your practice to stay awake, because this 3D world is so dense, and if you don't carve the time in it for your higher self, for your conversation with God, with creation, with the universe, for the channel to keep your channel pure and open, nobody will do it and it will not happen. The world will pull you in. It's very dense. 3D is very dense. If it's not your deliberate intent to go beyond 3D and to connect to the higher self who knows higher truths and who can guide you with such creativity and like magic and incredible power, if you're not consciously connecting to that leverage that you have connection to, it's not going to happen. You will walk through this life asleep, like many, many, many people do. Now, do you want to walk asleep, or do you want to connect to the things that matter? And what matters? What matters to you? This is the question. I gotta tell you, I tried many, many things in this life. I tried many so-called satisfactions and chased many highs and was provided with many, many different avenues of gratification and satisfaction in many different ways. Really, I've lived a rich life. I'm 39 years old, and I can say that I've been blessed, incredibly blessed, with so many wishes fulfilled and so many avenues in which I could fulfill my wish. But you know what the highest satisfaction I learned to be? Live in connection with you, with your soul, with God. It's the highest satisfaction. It's the rest. It's the reset. It's the source of nourishment. It's the real thing. It's the realest thing that exists. So without further ado, if you're one of those souls who are feeling and knowing the importance of connection and who are putting it above everything else, I have a little treat for you. In the description below, you can find a link where you can subscribe to an email newsletter where I share self-sparking questions that will bring you back to yourself. I share updates and news about any journeys and events that I'm organizing, and I share gentle reminders for you to come back to you again and again. You know, if this is you, I will welcome you to the Remember You family and join the inner circle and stay connected, and let's support each other during this crazy dense 3D journey in remembering of who we really are and the dimensions that we are able to work from. Until next time, I'm sending you all my love and devotion.